Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to spin off our back to school series by talking about how to enter your productive era. Okay, so this is talked about so often, right? Like how to be productive, how to exit your lazy girl era, how to just be able to tap into that energy and allow yourself to truly achieve your goals. But this video is going to break it down in kind of like a step-by-step guide with our video chapters to really help you understand how to get your life in order, okay? How to get your life in order to ensure that you're stepping into your most productive era, ensuring all of your goals are being met, you're creating micro goals, and you're ensuring that you're keeping yourself responsible to achieving those goals. As usual, this video will be broken down into various video chapters for your ease and convenience. You're welcome. Okay, so grab a cute drink, a pencil and a paper, and let's get right into the video. Chapter number 1, get clear on what your goals are so you can start prioritizing them. All right, guys, as usual, we're gonna start by breaking it down. The first step is you have to get clear on what your goals actually are. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Are you trying to get better grades so you can get into a good university? Are you trying to work towards building a small business? To work towards fitness goals? Maybe work towards a professional designation. Really get clear on what it is that you need to prioritize. As we've said so many times on this channel, the more clear you are on the goals that you need to achieve, the easier it's going to be for you to pave a clear path to actually get there. So what we're gonna do here is you're gonna write down everything you need to prioritize in the next few months. Now ensure that you're being honest with yourself here. Look, like we can't really predict what we need to prioritize in like 5 years time, but just be honest with yourself about what the few things are that you would like to prioritize in, let's say, the next 6 months or so. Reevaluate this when you get, a month in, 2 months in, etc., to ensure that your goals are still aligned with what you want for your life. All right, so after you've created this clear list of goals that you want to prioritize, I want you to really look at them and analyze if you really need to be doing these or if you don't. There's this wonderful saying in Good to Great by Jim Collins that when you focus on too many things at the same time, it's very hard for you to actually achieve anything. Let's think about it. Let's say you have many baskets, right? But you're putting your eggs in like all of the baskets. At the end of the day, no basket is really going to be full or have any type of capability in it, right? But if you put your eggs in a few different baskets, in a few different buckets, in a few different goals, you can actually work towards achieving them. A huge tip here is if you do not have a vision board, I highly recommend that you create a vision board. Now look, your vision board doesn't have to be from like January to December. It can be from now to like next year or now to 6 months. It really depends on you and what just works for you. But create a vision board that just shows you from like a visual aspect what your goals are for the next time frame. And this is going to allow you to actually hold yourself accountable to those goals. Because let me tell you, girl, when I see Katrina Kaif on my wall as a fitness icon, I get myself up and go to the gym because how could you not? But at the end of the day, what this is going to help you do is really ensure that you're aligning yourself with those goals that you have up there and holding yourself accountable. Chapter number 2, remove everything from your life that sucks away your energy. Okay, girl, we all had to say it, right? The friends in your life that suck your energy, that relationship that you don't really need, family issues that you shouldn't be dealing with, all the partying, alcohol, blah, 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 that's in your life that's really refraining you from achieving your goals, pinpoint those and eliminate them. Time is always our most limited resource. So we have to ensure that we're allocating that time effectively. And effectively allocating time means you're allocating time to not only resting, but also achieving your goals outside of work, school, or whatever else that you have. If you are going to school, you need to ensure that you're prioritizing the time that you have to really study, to make sure that you're up to date with your reading, you're up to date with the class assignments and projects that you have to work on, and ensure you have time to actually study for your exams. And if you're working, but working on like a side hobby or a side hustle, you have to ensure that you're being disciplined with yourself to ensure that you have time to actually put towards that. So this is where the energy suckers have to be eliminated from your life. Whether that's a situationship that you have with a guy that's just not going anywhere and sucking your energy. It could be a friend that you have that constantly criticizes you and doesn't pour into you positively the way you do for them. It could be partying. If you really like to party but realize that this takes up so much of your time, recognize that. Be honest with yourself about that and remove that if it's not good for you. Think about all the things that you do in your life that you need to eliminate that are energy suckers for you. Do you get distracted a lot by your phone? Okay, well, maybe those notifications need to be turned off so that you can focus on the things that actually matter. Do you find yourself consistently going out to hang out with your friends? Maybe you need to set up some boundaries to ensure that you're allowing yourself to still have time allocated towards your goals for productivity. Think about the things in your life that can change in terms of that. Think about where you put your energy to. Maybe you're a person that likes to overthink about situations. Well, allow yourself to work through those problems and ensure that you relieve that trauma so that you don't have to go through it and ruminate about it like 24/7, and then that just takes up all your energy for other things. A huge tip I can say for people that overthink and just ruminate in their heads is voice notes. Make a voice note on your phone about what's bothering you. This will help you a lot. And ensure that you also tell yourself what you need to do in those moments when you ruminate. Another thing is to journal your thoughts. Sit and journal everything that you're feeling. And it'll just allow you to kind of release all of that information and let you feel better about your days. An additional tool is if you're really struggling with things such as like anxiety, depression, you're just going through it in life, to ensure that you're really tapping into your productive era, you need to get through these things as well. So I highly recommend that either you confide in a really close friend or family member that can help you kind of work your way through this, or go to therapy. Therapy can help you really alleviate these things and help you just talk about the different issues and situations that you go through to allow you to really dig deep into what bothers you and overcome these traumas. It's very essential that we tap into ourselves and ensure that we're allowing ourselves to become the best versions of ourselves, and our past can really tear us down. So ensure that you're being precise with that and holding yourself accountable to being productive by removing these energy suckers. Chapter number 3, put together healthy habits to help you be productive. So they always say wake up early and start your day early. And I cannot tell you guys how phenomenal this is. And if you haven't seen this video here about how to become a morning bird from a night owl, you'll be able to see kind of like tips and tricks on how to be able to do that. Waking up early just gives you more time to be able to do things before you start your day. So let's say you're a student and you have class at like 9 or 10 a.m. Well, start your day at 8. Allow yourself to kind of like go for a walk. Eat a healthy breakfast. Allow yourself to maybe meditate before you start your day and really put yourself in a positive mindset before you go on with your day. If you're a person that works, maybe go to the gym in the morning, or just kind of allow yourself to have things and a schedule in place with good habits that provide you positive energy. So some great habits to have are, of course, physical activity, getting yourself up and active. Now, this doesn't necessarily always have to be the gym, but it can be, going for a walk, allowing yourself to just have some sort of physical activity during the day. Healthy eating. Okay, guys, listen, we need to be eating healthy, okay? Productive girlies need to eat healthy. We need to ensure that we're getting our daily water intake and allowing ourselves to eat good food that will fuel us so we're able to actually have energy to achieve our goals. Personally, for me, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a snack in between. And you'll hear all about this in the video, but basically what you can do is go on Pinterest and find different recipes for your different meals and pre-plan ahead. The days that I go into the office, I actually pre-plan my breakfast and I make my lunch and my snack to ensure that I'm just allowing myself to be healthy and to make good choices during the day. Takeout is all great and fun and convenient, but guys, it's gonna tear you down at one point. If you want to have energy to actually be able to fuel yourself for the day, you need to be eating your healthy vegetables, healthy fruits, your protein, carbs, etc. You need the whole thing to allow yourself to actually have energy to be productive. And drink your water. Okay guys, I always talk about this. Water intake is so important. Please get yourself a really great water bottle that's gonna allow you to just fill it up a few times and you'll get your water intake. Another habit that you can have is some sort of self-care activity. So this could be maybe reading. Maybe you like to read and you wanna read like 2 pages or 3 pages a day. It doesn't have to be very much. Or maybe you wanna just put in like shower steamers while you're showering in the evenings and allow yourself to just decompress. It can be the smallest things that just allow you to have some sort of daily healthy habit that just provides you with more energy during the day, Because like, think about it. If we really want to be productive, we need to have energy and positive things in our life to allow us to have that energy and then put that towards the things that matter to us. But in order to have that, we need to put those in place. So I highly recommend what you could do is get your journal out and write some healthy things that you can do for yourself every single day that will positively contribute to your happiness. So you can write down walks, hot showers, it could be healthy eating, it could be water intake, watching one episode of your favorite show, hanging out with your pet, hanging out with your family, maybe baking, just things that like bring you life and make you happy. Because at the end of the day, in order for you to be productive, you have to fill your glass up. You need to be in a healthy state of mind, like we just spoke about in the last chapter, and ensure that you're feeding yourself positivity every day to achieve your goals. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, if you're sad, you're not going to have motivation to go and actually achieve your goals. We need to pour into ourselves to ensure we're at a good state mentally and physically to work towards those goals and ensure they become our reality. Chapter number 4, productivity tools. Okay, so there are a few productivity tools that you can use that can definitely help you, just allow you to be accountable towards your goals every day. The first one that I use, and I use this religiously, guys, is my agenda. You know, when we were like in elementary school and we had like agendas and things like that, well, we can still use them. They're still helpful. What you can basically do is just get a cute agenda. This one I picked up from Marshall's, and all you really have to do is just write your day-to-day in your agenda. And I recommend having a week's worth of a rough idea of what you're gonna do in your agenda on Sunday reset days. So on Sundays, write in your agenda exactly what you're gonna do for the week. And this will allow you to just have a clear projection of what your work week is looking like. So if you're in school, write down exactly when the dates of your assignments are due, when you have class, when you have exams, midterms, etc. This is gonna help you really keep track of that. What you can do for people who work is write down your meetings, write down certain projects that you're working on at work. If you have any special events for work, write those down. And for those of you that do your little side hustles like me, what you can do is basically just write the things that you got to get done. If you have a small business, write down when you have meetings with managers, write down when you have meetings with employees, write down just the things that you need to do that will allow you to be successful in what you're doing. At the end of the day, it's super important that you stay organized in this process, and a productivity tool that will help you do that is an agenda. And you can get an agenda either in physical form, or you can do it definitely on your phone through your calendar app. If you have Outlook under Microsoft, you can use your calendar to actually do that as well. So you can definitely go through these different methods to allow you to have some sort of calendar that lets you track when things are due, when things need to be done, blah, blah, blah. Another wonderful one is Notion. Notion is a fabulous source as well for you to kind of get organized and ensure that you're being productive with your everyday, every week things that you need to do. Ensure that what you're doing overall when it comes to productivity tools is you're being very concise with yourself about what things need to get done and when you're going to do it and how you're going to do it. So the basic point of this entire thing with productivity tools, because to be honest, guys, they're all really similar, but what you need to do is just find a method that works for you, either physical or some sort of virtual method, and ensure that one, you write down the things that you actually need to do. Guys, if you have an agenda, but you never write in it, it's not going to be helpful. So make sure that you're writing down what you need in that tool. Second, look at the tool. Guys, how many times have I actually done this where I've written in my agenda, but then never looked at it? Well, then girl, how are you supposed to remember like what things you had to do? So make sure you're actually looking at the tool that you wrote in. And 3, be consistent with it. The more consistent you are with looking at your tool, writing in your tool, accomplishing the things that you need to do, the more you're going to actually do it. Remember, it takes time to build a habit. So set yourself up for success and ensure that you're working on that now. Okay guys, so finally our little girly pop advice portion. Take care of yourself when it comes to working towards productivity, because there will be times where you will be so overwhelmed. You'll have so many things to do that you'll be like, I literally don't know how I'm gonna accomplish this all in a week. I've had those moments where, at work, I had so many things to do. I had to do editing for YouTube, and it gets overwhelming sometimes. But go back to the habits that you've built for yourself. Go back to some coping mechanisms that you might have for yourself. Allow yourself to have certain things that ground you, whether that be spending some time with your friends, maybe talking to a friend that calms you and makes you feel good about the goals that you're working towards. It might be self-care, maybe giving yourself a hot shower. It might be winding down and watching your favorite show. It can really just be anything. Allow yourself to have those things, the few little things that let you kind of like wind down. Maybe it's, phone-free mornings. It might be just drinking enough water so that you feel good about your day and you feel energized for the day to come. My biggest tip is let yourself rest. If you are feeling like your body is shutting down, listen to it. It's okay to take one day off. It's okay if you're sick and down with a cold to take a few days off. There is such thing as feeling anxiety or feeling like so much pressure to get things done, or that like you don't feel that good about yourself. I used to always say this to myself. I used to be like, when I take a day off, oh, but I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about taking a day off. But guys, sometimes you just need that. You need that day off. So allow yourself the time time and energy to take that rest in order to come back much stronger. All right, guys, so that is all for our video today on productivity, how to tap into your productive era and ensure that you're meeting your goals at the end of the day. I believe in you, I know you can do it, and I'll see you next time.